Look at how XML is different from HTML, or how HTML evolved from XML, or why not just stay with the XML language. Now, if you just look at XML, these tags, right, students, let's student, full name, all this is an information or tag that I created, a user defined tag. So when you load this to the browser, let's look at it. When you just load this to the browser will know that this tag has an opening and closing, so it can group that. It knows like 3 students are there, but it won't know that it is a student. It knows that there are like 3 tags that is pretty much has an opening and a closing, so it can do this collapse and expand, all that. So it doesn't understand that this is a full name or a name or a roll number. It doesn't understand all that. Browser can't understand all that. But you could write a program, but you could write an application that understands that this is the format you have to give the data. So if your program can understand this, then that's fine. But if you look at what HTML is, I'm going to create a new file. HTML. Let me save this as sample.html. Okay. So this is a HTML code. Now I say hello world. This is a sample file. Now I'm gonna open this in the browser. I mean, even if I double click on it, it's gonna open in the browser because of the file extension. Now it just says hello world. This is a sample file. Now let's say I'm gonna enter here something. This is a dummy text. I need to refresh to load that. See, that comes here. This is a dummy text. And let's say I do this B opening tag and closing tag. So there is a B opening tag and there's a B closing tag and there's a hello world in between. See, this is in bold. Let me take this out for the time moment. This is in bold, right? Now HTML is not a user defined tag. I didn't define this. So browser has a few standard that it says that you have to have this tag to start with and close with. And if you want to show something bold, just do a opening tag of B and a closing tag of B. So likewise, there is so many tags here that the browser has defined. Now, if you do a U between the U open tag and the end tag or the close tag, you could see that it could do a underline. So these are all browser defined tags. What we saw in XML is user defined tags. You could give any name to it, doesn't matter. So let's say you have an actor. Let's say I say men. It doesn't matter at all. I mean, you open this in browser. Browser is not going to do anything with that. It's just going to show that data. But it understands that this data is basically structured because of the opening tag and the closing tag. But when it comes to HTML, it is a browser defined tag, not the user defined tag. So in that case, it knows that when some text comes within the opening tag of B and the closing tag of B, it knows that this text has to be bold and this text has to be underlined. So it formats accordingly. Now that's the main difference: user defined tags and browser defined tags.